Lancaster real estate agent. I'm here with Timbrel Chyatee, and she is the founder of
Lush Bazaar.
Lush Bazaar. And
Yes.
tell us a little bit about Lush Bazaar and how you got into that field.
So I actually moved to India, where I'm originally from. Like, that's my motherland. Never grew up there, but that's where my parents were from. Right after college, and I was really just trying to figure out how to find my place in the world, like what I could do to make a difference. So when I was there, I started volunteering in orphanage. I started volunteering in leprosy colony. I just did like anything and everything I could, and like the biggest impact that I had, like I felt, was women in India and like how they were treated and how they couldn't really find jobs for themselves to support their families. So I always had a passion for fashion.
Yes.
And so I just mixed the two and just started this business as like okay, let's see where this goes.
It's amazing, and I know you shared the story with me on how that all came about.
Yes.
Can we go a little bit into that?
Yes, so I started my business in 2013 or 14. Like the ending of 13 and then the beginning of 14. And I was just like an Etsy shop. So I would just make accessories and then sell them on Etsy, and it was very simple. But I had like no idea about finances or like how much to mark up products.
Right.
So all this passion just literally like kind of fizzled out because I couldn't afford like paying the women, and so I kind of put that to pause, came back to the States, and applied for like the Great Social Enterprise pitch as like a, hey, I'm just gonna see what happens.
Yes.
And I got chosen.
It's amazing.
So yeah, it was like a big deal for me because I was literally about to give up my business and this dream, and I went through the whole process and just got a better understanding of business and have been going ever since. So that was 2 years ago. And I just started again with e-commerce and then having my clothes in different boutiques like Nicole Taylor
Yes.
in the city. And now I officially signed on my first place to have a boutique in the city. So it's crazy how this process has been.
exciting.
Yeah, I'm like stoked.
We'll definitely get into that
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
So you have an upcoming culture workshop coming up. I want you to explain to us, because this is going to be the third one, correct?
This is the
Coming up?
third one, yes.
Yes. So tell me what that is and how that all came about.
Okay, so I have a huge heart for culture.
Yes.
You can't tell. I think it comes from my upbringing. But when I was doing part-time work in the wedding industry, I noticed there's a huge disconnect between cultural weddings and wedding vendors. It just seems like in our area we have such a heart for culture.
True.
But it's like people don't really know how to maneuver around it. Like what are called like Indian weddings or even Jewish weddings. Like what are the ins and outs and traditions. So I started this like culture workshop out of like the blue, because that's how I do things. And I started, the first one was at the booking house. It was a Jewish wedding. I didn't expect that many people to came, and there was like 12 people there, I believe, with the photographers and the wedding planners. And it just was like such a big hit. I actually do a whole style shoot of a Jewish wedding. So from the beginning to an end, like what you would see at a Jewish wedding, and then it helps build photographers their portfolio. And so they understand how to work with a Jewish wedding, the couples, what they expect. So it's really cool seeing how this is all coming full circle, because I actually had one of the photographers book her first Jewish wedding a few weeks after she took the workshop.
That's
so
amazing.
Yeah, it was like the best. It was just a really good thing for me to see, because it's like they're growing for themselves, and the wedding vendors are so. We're just like a community that want to come together and make this happen. So yeah, the third one, which will be in October, is going to be an Indian workshop, which I love because of course I'm Indian. I've been waiting to do this. So it's going to be big, like big fat Indian wedding big. Yeah. And like the amount of vendors that are coming out to support this, we have vendors from Westchester, from Philly, from Lancaster, and even like Baltimore. They contacted me like, can we be part of this? So it's huge. I'm excited.
That is exciting.
Yeah.
My sister was just a part of an Indian wedding this past weekend.
Okay.
And it was incredible. And she said it was her favorite one. And she got to dress in the appropriate cultural attire, and she just looked beautiful, and the bride looked amazing. I mean, it was just so cool. So that's really neat because it's so different.
Yeah.
And
and
people don't get to experience that very
they
often.
don't, and even photographers, like they photographers have this heart where they want to share the love that, you know, couples feel. But if they don't have couples that they can photograph to build on their portfolio, it's kind of like, well, do they know how to deal with us? Our culture is different, so it's even like helping photographers in the area. Yeah, thank you.
Good point.
Yeah.
Yes. So it really, you add so much value, more than you even realize.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, because like for what I mean, we do charge for the workshop, but what they get out of it is way more, you know, than what they have to pay to get in, and it also builds a really strong community.
Yes.
Of photographers that, like, you know, now they're like, oh, you took this workshop, you understand Indian weddings, will you be my second shooter? Instead of them going to someone else who doesn't understand it, and then again, it's like they have to teach them, and so it's awesome, the community that's come from this. So.
And if people want to know more about this workshop, where do they go?
They can go to the Facebook page, The Cultured Workshop. It's also on Instagram, and my website, which is timbrelchyatee.com, and The Cultured Workshop is on there. So check it out. It's awesome. Yeah, the last one, the Greek one, like blew my mind. So yeah,
that's really neat.
Yeah.
So you are also going to be speaking at the TedX here in Lancaster.
Yeah. What am I not doing right now? I'm like trying to like actually think about this. I just have a lot going on. Yes, I'm speaking at TedX.
Yes, and when is that?
It is September 22nd. Please come. It's at the Ware Center.
Yes.
We have 10 amazing speakers. We just had rehearsals last weekend. I got to hear them speak, and I was crying.
Wow. Oh,
yeah.
really?
Oh, they are so good.
I gotta get my ticket.
Yes, please do. You can go on the Ware Center website.
Yes.
And tickets are actually Sunday's the last day, so get them soon.
Okay. Yes. And so, what will you be speaking about? I know you can't say everything, but just kind of a little bit about.
So I'm going to be speaking, actually it's like a talk, so I'm talking to everyone about the importance of traveling, but really just traveling to get out of what you're used to and doing the same old thing every day, but just like venturing out, even if it's in your community, even if it's in your neighborhood, like get to know people around you, because you really learn a lot about yourself. And that just stems out of like me starting my business, Lush Bazaar. It was me venturing out to be able to find who I really was. So yeah, it's really
That's
awesome.
really cool. So definitely get your tickets.
Yes.
Sell ends on Sunday.
It's
coming up. It's gonna be worth it. It's gonna be wonderful.
Yeah. I mean, it's a big deal.
Yes.
I
It's
didn't
huge.
realize how big it was.
Oh,
I mean,
girl.
I knew it was a big deal, but then like when they were like, they're like, you're on the TED website. I'm like, that's on my
Huge.
bucket list. Yeah.
Yes.
So yeah, it's awesome.
Amazing. You got wonderful things coming on, and you deserve it.
Thank you.
And I know you are super hardworking, and we are so excited that you are going to be opening up a boutique. Is it called Lush Bazaar?
It's gonna be Lush Bazaar.
Okay,
yes.
Perfect. On Queen Street.
This is like official, by the way. I haven't even put it out on social media. So this is like the official, like I guess everyone will find out. So yeah.
I'm excited.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thanks.
So great location.
Yes.
Do you want to say the address and everything of what's going on with
It's
that?
going to be on Queen Street, 48 Queen Street, which is going to be the block like right after the square. So it's just a cute little place for me to have like my studio, a design studio, and then the clothing that we bring from India by the amazing hand working women out there.
Yes.
And then we're going to do custom orders there. So what I found out is I've done a lot of wedding dresses, 5 so far, that's not a lot, but for me it is. And I want to be able to really push like ethical fashion in like wedding dresses as well. So yeah, it's a big deal.
It's huge.
I can't believe it.
I'm so proud of you.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, electricity is finally in the place. So as of today, this morning. So we're hoping to open by October so that for Christmas people will have a place to shop ethically. And there are so many places in the city. I just want to add on to it. You know, there's so many great stores.
Agree.
Part of.
Agree. So look forward to the future announcement about the opening of Lush Bazaar. Yes.
Coming up.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. I enjoyed this. It's been like something I've wanted to do for a while. So thank you for doing this with me.
My pleasure, girl. Bye, guys.
Bye.